this.
Not like I'm on the show.
You look good.
Because it's all about you.
3,
No, it wasn't.
2, 1.
Bring us in.
Ladies and gentlemen, Al Davis.
Dude, today, stop playing, kid. I got to go.
Hey, you can go now.
And
We don't need this.
And I can take this funeral home shirt with me. With the initials.
All right. Are you guys ready?
It's already recording. So,
I mean, I was
okay, cool. Where's my camera? All right, cool.
here. This is the main.
All right.
I need everybody to know there ain't nothing like the Katie Bow Show. Oh, Katie Bow Show, for show, for show. Let go. Katie Bow Show, for show, for show. Right here. Katie Bow Show, for show, for show. Katie Bow Show, for show. Stick around, might just play your favorite song. It's that show you've been waiting on all day long. If an encouraging word is what you need, you can always count on KD. Never disappointed, right here is where you wanna be. We can talk about how to get and keep your man. Let's talk. Breaking it all the way down so you understand. Brothers, he gon' help you too. Keeping it 100, he gon' tell the truth. So what you do with what you hear is all up to you. Oh, it's the Katie Bow Show. Oh, it's the Katie Bow Show. And I can guarantee you he gon' say something you need to know. It's the Katie Bow Show. It's the Katie Bow Show.
What up? KD Bow is my name. This is my show, and we got a little different kind of vibe going on today. We're gonna call this Boss Talk edition. I got some of my partners in the studio with me. There was some killers, except for this one. He's like, kills me, people.
Yeah, you started it.
Rod Minga, what up, man?
What's up, G? What's going on?
Man, I'm winning. Isaac Curry.
What's up, Bo?
Yeah, and that dude right there.
Yes, sir.
They let his hair grow out. Marcus D. Wiley.
What up, Katie?
Are you a junior?
No, sir.
Marcus D. Wiley.
Junior's a burger. Whopper Junior. All those.
Oh, the second?
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
you should go to second.
Marcus D.
No,
Wiley.
but I'm the original, though. Yeah.
Marcus D. Wiley.
That's it.
The first.
Come on.
How you feel,
I'm
man?
good. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I've been checking out everybody's content. I've been loving it. So this conversation really is about us coming together and just talking that talk. Because in the barbershops, right, we talk that talk.
Mm-hmm.
We talk that talk around ourselves. So
Right.
quite frankly, I wanted to do it to where we can record it.
Yeah,
And
man.
if it get too real, which it can,
Blank it out.
yeah, it'll never see the light of day.
There we go.
You know, never see the light of day.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
we
guess I
can
won't
talk.
be on this interview at all.
That delete you.
Yeah.
Because I got some stuff I need to get off that I can't do in my sector.
Well,
Yeah,
so
go on.
let's go there, man. You've been singing gospel all your life.
Uh-huh.
Gospel.
Mm.
Why did you ever decide to maybe consider doing R&B?
No, by the time it was a thought, I was too old.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's a window that you can really maximize that space, and I missed it. But I've always had a passion to do gospel. Grew up in church all my life. It was what it was. It's just it has changed dramatically over the last 5-10 years.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a little different now. So I'm now trying to transition my way out altogether, but
Out of
just singing gospel, singing period.
okay.
Yeah, just singing. I mean, not because I don't love it. It's just I just have other passions and other things I want to do.
Okay.
But
I'm saying about gospel though. Could you see yourself doing something that's not gospel per se?
as an artist, no.
Yeah.
Nah,
No?
I'm good. Too
You just
late.
ain't passionate about it?
Yeah, it's a window. You missed it. And I've never really had a passion for it, but it's over. So it's just like,
Yeah.
and gospel been good to me.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
created a lifestyle for me, man. And I'm one of few that can really say 3 decades I've been able to do this and people still want to hear me. So I'm grateful for that, you know. So I'm not knocking it. It's just that I think there comes a time in life that you have to transition when you have jobs that's based on people dictating, how you roll and
doubt.
the age demographic and all those things. So I'm just in my transition period.
Marcus, you didn't really care about that though. I mean, you cared about it, but I saw how you pivoted, like from the perspective of you always challenge people on how they think.
Yeah.
So you was one of the people that made me feel good with saying or being okay with saying, "Hey, I don't do it like that.
Yeah.
I don't. Hey, man, I don't."
Yeah.
One of the biggest challenges I had growing up as a kid
Yeah.
was how to say hallelujah.
Okay.
Honestly, because I heard like the women in the church, they were like, "Hallelujah,"
Yeah.
and it felt weird
As a
as
man.
Yeah.
a boy or a
Yeah.
masculine man say,
Yeah.
"Hallelujah."
Yeah. Yeah.
So I had to just practice like hallelujah, even clapping. They'd be like,
Yeah.
I just had to learn what my feel was, what my role was.
Yeah.
So for you, like, how did you decide to rock with it?
Well, when I started, I just felt like you can't teach me how to Christian. You know what I mean?
Mm.
Oh,
I read the Bible just like you. So I may see it this way. You may see it that way. And sometimes I may be right. Sometimes you may be right. But nevertheless, we'll find that out as we grow. So when I when I start doing comedy and mainly I probably make 90% of my money in a faith-based, institutions. And so, you just can't teach me how to do it. And so I just been kind of going. It's been working. Some people like it. Some people get offended. But nevertheless.
how'd you become okay with it? Like for the people that did get offended? I mean, if it directly affects your money, like how would you?
Yeah. Oh, and sometimes it does. It will. I have churches call and say, "Hey, we want you, but you can't say this joke. You can't say this joke. You can't say this joke." And so, really, you'd be like, "Well, you don't want me." I mean,
Right.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? Because this is me.
Uh.
And so I just kept doing it. It's really I don't have a science to it. Those that get offended, man, I don't mean to offend you, but if this is my story, how you offended about my story? It's like this is my story.
Ooh, that's
So
right.
I mean.
Got nothing to do with you.
It had nothing to do with you.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
if I say gay, because that's very sensitive, I'm not talking about the gay community, but if a gay person is in my story and you sit in the audience and you just happen to be gay, and because you just heard the trigger word, now I can't do nothing about that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's my story. This really happened to me.
Bro.
Talk about my cousin Curtis. You
Yeah.
can't tell me about my cousin Curtis. That's my
Right,
cousin.
that's my
I have a
cousin.
gay cousin named Curtis.
Curtis cool
He
with
played
it.
the piano, and that's it.
And that's it.
He wore flip-flops sometimes to church, and he painted his toenails.
And he painted-
And it's okay. And it's
Exactly,
okay.
bro.
How you gonna tell me how to talk about my cousin?
By my cousin.
He still painted his toenails. And it's okay.
And I talked to Curtis way worse to
Thank
Curtis
you.
than I
Yeah.
talked to y'all.
Exactly.
Okay. All right. So all
And
right.
Curtis cool with it.
He's straight.
Yeah, and that's the
well,
thing.
not straight, but
But
you know
no!
what I'm saying. I'm just saying. He cool. He understands. Is what I'm.
We got to introduce him to the slow clap. But
That was good, Ted. That was
I think
good.
that's one of the things, man, that's so ticky tack. Like you got to tap dance so much.
Oh man.
Because especially masculine, I'm gonna say straight dudes, but you know what I mean, masculine dudes.
Yeah.
It's like trying to learn how to stay in that space. Because honestly, bruh, I really don't care what anybody's sexual orientation is, what they do in their
sure.
private. I personally
At all.
do not
Not
care.
at all.
I less than care.
Yeah.
But it's like, there's some things I don't understand,
Yeah.
and I'll say, I don't understand that,
But here's a question.
but I ain't gotta understand it.
But here's a question. Why is it that we are ridiculed when we don't understand something?
That's the thing.
But we can not understand anything else, and there's not a problem with it. There's an explanation on why it is what it is. But if I don't understand that, it's not for you to understand. Oh, okay, cool.
Or you're supposed to understand
Right.
already.
Yeah.
You're already supposed to. When you walk in, you're supposed to understand.
Yeah.
I'm like,
And the position I take is I'm with KD. I love everybody, and I don't really care.
Right.
Because if that's not my story, which is not,
Right.
I don't really have an opinion about it.
there's that.
Now, there's some things I don't understand, but it's based off my understanding of who I am.
But check this out. So I got in trouble about 2 years ago, maybe right before the pandemic. I was at a church. I do this joke about I'm straight, and I'm talking about how straight heterosexual males, we don't really have a parade. We don't have paraphernalia, because they sell it.
Ooh, that's good, bro.
Yeah,
that's a whole conversation though.
It is. So I was just saying how, man, being a heterosexual male is almost out of style a little bit. Woo-woo. This is no knock on the gay community.
Yeah,
well,
right.
so the folk, some people at the church, they was like, hey, you need to go back up and apologize about what you said. And I said, no, I'm not going to apologize because I meant every word, that I said. Like,
What's going on here?
we don't have heterosexual wear in Macy's. I mean, but they had,
Yeah.
the
rainbows,
pride, the
yeah.
rainbow
With the
stuff.
symbol, the
And
rainbow,
everything,
yeah.
which is cool.
Yeah.
But my point to them was this: I didn't know that the LGBT
LGBTQIA plus
community. I didn't know specifically gay men and women were oppressed until I got grown. Because I grew up in church. And so the gay guys that's at my daddy church growing up, they the funniest, they dress the best, they smart,
the
most talented, and they'll whoop you. They can fight.
Yes, they can fight.
So they were. I never saw men, gay men. I'm just gonna stick right there, as being oppressed until I got grown.
I see.
And I started hearing all this, and I was like,
that's not how we grew
That's
up.
not how I grew up. You
see.
see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
now when I talk just so easily and so candidly about somebody gay, they think I'm taking a shot when I'm like, bro, I grew up around this.
Come on, man.
This is nothing to me.
Talking about slam you on your head too.
Yeah.
Slam you on your head.
That's why all them work out, they in shape.
Yeah.
So they
They were
ready.
fashionable,
But I have,
everything.
man, one of my best friends is, and he cool. So it is hard to hear the stories of oppressed,
Yes.
bullied, and I'm not saying it doesn't happen.
Right,
And if
me
it
neither.
does,
Me neither.
it's wrong.
Right.
But I just don't think, I think this is what it is.
I didn't see it.
They have their rules.
Yeah.
And they can do what they want to do, and then we are held by a standard.
Yeah.
And I feel like the understanding needs to go both ways because there's some things they don't understand why we don't understand why they are the way they are.
No doubt.
So let's have that conversation.
Wow.
I think initially it became something about equality. It became something about making sure that you have your rights, but then it turned into something else.
Facts.
It turned into something that was just a little more heavy-handed.
It's almost what Dave Chappelle said.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle said
It's
it best.
evolving.
Y'all can't have everything.
Yeah. It's almost like some of them be bullying.
Yeah, it's like
For real.
y'all can't have this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we're left with nothing. You know, so I think that's the thing. But great conversation.
Do you think masculinity is one of those things that is a little bit, I ain't gonna say it's going out of style because it's never gonna go out of style, but do you think that it's one of those things that you don't get a perk? There's not a check in the checkbox because in culture, not in relationships, but in culture, you ain't, you super masculine, you alpha. You think that that's a benefit for that? Or ain't a benefit for that?
Yeah, I remember they was trying to ban the word. Like, we live in this new world where
What word?
masculinity. Yeah, at one point they was trying to get rid of that word because they was like, what is that? That.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a big deal a little while ago.
Mhm.
Yeah. And so they was trying to go through the definitions and all this, hey, I'm masculine.
I just think it goes back to Marcus's joke.
That
It's
throws
like,
me off a little bit.
it's like we don't have perks for being married to a woman.
Yeah.
We don't have perks for I'm just a dude.
Yeah.
But they have
Or
perks.
oppression. How about that?
Yeah.
Or
Like,
oppression.
or the things that we go through, the
Yeah.
triggers that we have to just being a black man in America.
Yeah.
That's not highlighted unless we get shot by a cop or unless something traumatic happens to us.
Yeah.
So my thing is, it's like, if we don't have to say, this is my thing, just be. Whatever you gonna be and whoever you gonna be.
And proud.
And nobody should care and be proud. And I'm cool with that. But it's when you have to be celebrated.
Yeah.
Or overly acknowledged is where it's like, where the average person
Yeah. Don't get this.
that's a heterosexual man doesn't get that.
Don't
So
get it.
why, I think that's where the attention comes.
Man,
It's
they have weekends, they have parades, they have
we can't even get a
months.
day.
They had no, I'm for real. I mean, it's a lot. If you go take a little tally,
Yeah. Wow, man.
it's a lot. And over here, I'm just trying not to get fired.
Every day.
I'm trying
Every
to keep
day.
the lights
Try not to
on.
get canceled.
And then can't say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now who's oppressed?
All right. I don't know, but I don't want to jump on this bandwagon of just trying to be like, woe is us, because I don't believe that. But
No doubt.
but the truth is, I think the more we realize that what we have and who we are is a strength. When I watch you move in and out with the audience and how you talk to your wife, how you talk to your son, from what I see,
For sure.
you, I know you,
Yeah.
how you manage the career, the home. You was one of the first alpha dudes I knew, like in real life, walking it out.
Yeah.
Your strengths and your struggles. The part of alpha that is desired and the part that ain't.
Right.
You was always consistent.
Yeah.
Rod, That's another one.
Yeah.
Super alpha dude. You can laugh, you can, all that. But when this joker say, I ain't gonna do it, ain't too much you gonna do to make him do it.
Right. Straight.
Yeah.
No pun intended with that, by the way.
Yeah.
When I said, I meant like I'm straight. Like I'm cool on not doing the thing that he said I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
That's how I meant.
The
it.
fact that you
The fact
had
I
to
had
explain
define
that
I
is
had
what
to-
we talking
That's
about.
what we
mean?
talking
Like-
about. That you got to explain that now.
I meant like I'm cool on that. Like, man.
How'd you learn that? And I'm gonna come back to you. Was your dad in your life like that to give you that? Okay, good. So, same thing for me. But how did you learn that? I'm gonna come to you as well.
What, just sticking to my guns?
What just what being a man, what the definition of that was for you, and you said, okay, I when I do this, that's when I know I'm a man.
Well, okay, so when I explain my dad, I explain it in a weird way. So you got great dads, then you have deadbeat dads. My dad was somewhere in the middle.
Okay.
All right. So
Middle
and then
In the middle
yeah, right
of
in the
it.
middle.
Yeah.
I see what you did there. That was pretty good, sir. Pretty good.
Yeah.
So that was pretty good, sir. It was a quick plug. I like it. I just sneak this in on you right quick, you know what I'm saying? But so then he passed when I was 15. You know what I'm saying? So and he passed with me not really falling in love with his characteristics, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So but that being how he treated my mom or how he was with, he had a lot of kids. My dad had like 16 kids.
Yeah.
And
Wait a minute. Do we have the same dad?
it's possible.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Was he black?
Definitely.
See, it's possible.
You mean the characteristics that you knew of, or the characteristics that you heard of?
No, the ones I knew of. Just our relationship in the 15 years I did know him. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So some of those things I was like, I got to be the opposite of that.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? So it became like a challenge to me, like young. Like my mom was scared of my dad until he died. Even to the point like she didn't want me to have pictures of him in the house because she had a fear that was locked in her. So then with me, it was like whatever woman I choose to marry, I absolutely have to make sure she don't fear me at all.
Right.
I don't want that for her. Nobody should have that much fear in a person's heart where they carry it for years. So I want to be the opposite of that. Also with the having kids, I want to have my kids with one woman. I know it don't happen for everybody that way, but that was like my thing. That was my challenge. So I was like, I want to be with her. If she had my kids, I got to fight with everything in me to stay with her because I got to be different than him. So all of my positive things was like, I got to be the opposite of him. And then I think that's where it started coming from. So let me like kind of be disciplined on this and be disciplined on that. Don't be out here all willy-nilly, literally, you know what I'm saying, having kids everywhere. And then I got to try to go visit them. I want my kids to grow up in my home. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like that.
But you can also be totally unlike your dad, but not quite be the best version of yourself, though. I've seen you scale, bro.
Yeah.
I've seen you scale. Like, who was the model for you?
Who was the model? Man, it's gonna sound crazy, man. Probably entertainers that I watched on television.
And that's fair.
That's
Hey,
fair.
bro, that's fair.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
It was television. Like I wanted to go to HBCU because of the different world.
Yeah,
You know what
me
I'm saying?
too.
Like, I want a part of that because I want that experience. And then, the high school I went to was a core style band. I grew up in a band. With core style, for the people that don't know what that means, that's the white style bands. They walk and play their instruments. He explained that. So I was like, I want to go to HBCU so I can march the right way, so I can dance, so I can boogie and have that different world experience. And then, what I'm saying, I looked at dads on TV like, Uncle Phil, you know what I'm saying? People like that. And I was like, man, I want that in my life. You know what I'm saying? I want to be that kind of a family guy. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of entertainers I looked up to.
That's amazing.
And I hate to say it. I mean, his name is weird now, but The Cosby Show was
Oh,
awesome.
absolutely.
The Cosby
Oh,
Show
no
was
doubt.
awesome. It was awesome.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when I seen it, I was like, yo, man, that dude got a great family, man. Like, I want that. You know what I'm saying? I not outside it. I'm talking about the character.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I'm
everybody
saying?
loved the character.
I wanted to be Cliff Huxtable. You know what I'm saying? I wanted that. So things like that I looked up to.
I think the best of us got some worst in us, and the worst of us got some best in us. And if we learn how to compartmentalize, then we get the best out of everybody. You feel me?
Absolutely.
For you, how was it? For you, the role of what masculinity, what being a man looks like. What was it like for you?
Paying bills. That was stressed at my house by my father.
Oh,
He says, I pay the bills. Bottom line. And because he paid the bills, that mean he eat first. That mean
He got the big
the
piece of
household catered to him because he went out, made the bread. And now, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of like that. However, I have toned down, though, because as you get older, you kind of start seeing how, the world has changed.
do you feel it works for you, though? Does that work for you?
Most definitely.
Does it?
Yeah, because see, too many options, too many choices sometimes. I know I want to be free and all, and that's cool. But a lot of times that can skew or that can cloud the house. We talk about our parents, but the household ran well. Watch this here. Hold on.
Facts, bro.
Let me explain.
Facts.
I'm not saying it was right.
No,
I'm
facts.
saying
I get
it
it.
ran well.
Yeah,
the system.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
that system, my dad took care of all the big stuff. And my mom had a little job. And she took care of lights, groceries, gas, those type bills. All the big stuff, dad, small things, mom. So when I came around, I get married, I tell my wife, look, you don't pay for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Your money, your money.
So you was upgrading. You was dad 2.0.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm upgrading
Ooh.
now because I want my lady. I want your nails done. I want your hair. I'm kind of into that. And so, you stay straight with your money.
Yeah,
that's your money. I ain't about to bother. You might have to leave me. Have you some money in the bank?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying.
Yeah, severance package.
Yeah, I need some getaway. So I'm just saying. So that's what it looked like. It looked like taking care of everything. Like my daddy was good at showing up.
Consistent.
Watch it. Sometimes he show up wrong, but showing up though, and that's what it taught me. Like even with my kids, man, when I'm there, I don't even be want to go to my son game sometime or whatever. I show up though. I'm here.
Yeah, man.
So just taking care of things. I wanted to be the guy when things break down in my family. They need some whatever. They ain't got to go out here. My wife ain't got to go sell a bite to a coworker. And my son ain't got to go over here. I'm just saying,
It's the undertone in that statement. I get it.
Yeah. These things happen in life, though.
And so,
she don't know she doing it, but she doing it.
She doing it.
Oh, that's good.
Starts with a bracelet. Yeah, keep going. Start with a little lunch.
Because I always have to remind, hey, a rose ain't rent.
Come on, man.
Yeah, please don't
Yeah.
ever confuse. He come in with a bouquet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Over 4,500 square feet. Yeah. Anyway, But the point, but I'm just saying, so just showing up, KD, showing up and taking care and being able to take care of stuff. That's what it looked like to me.
I wonder, I wonder about that because I saw my dad do the same thing.
Okay.
But I married a woman who needed it or appreciated it, but didn't really say that's the thing that is like gonna make me show up. That's not the thing that's gonna make me show up.
I know exactly what you say.
You feel me? So you I get that
yes,
all of this and wonderful. However,
yeah.
You need some reciprocation.
Me too, though. I think it took my wife a minute.
Because I didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you do it?
I think it took my wife a minute though, because
Oh, you stayed the course. You didn't.
I stayed the course because how I looked at it. I mean, we separated one time though. No, we separated for 6 months.
Oh,
it was probably about year 5. We
that's
separated
6
for
months
about
right
6
there,
months. But that 6 months blessed me though, and her too.
That break.
Because when when we broke up, split up, whatever, I realized like, ooh. Yeah, it ain't gonna get no better out here for me.
These streets ain't popping.
Yeah,
listen, can we please talk about
these streets ain't popping like you think
what
it is.
is not in these streets, bro?
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Now, don't get me wrong. It's looking good.
It's beautiful in these
It's
streets.
beautiful in these streets, but I'm just saying.
But you wake up the next morning.
Yeah.
You like, you still here?
Yeah, man.
I gotta take you to breakfast now?
No, I'm the biggest thing for me was when the girl hit me. Hey, I'm getting off. I'm on my way to come see you. What you want to eat? And I was like, where you at? She was like, I'm right here by Papa Do's. I was like, yeah, bring me something. And she said, what you want? I was like, oh man, I know this is corny, y'all, but my wife
don't gotta ask.
Don't even have to ask me.
Oh man,
my wife don't ask me, do you like mustard or mayonnaise? I mean, and I ain't gonna lie, I got used to.
Man, you gotta put some tenure in that.
My wife right now can spew out my social security number, my driver's license number, man, every number, no problems. And I be like, yeah, see.
That right there.
Yeah, just that little thing right there wins me. It may be other stuff for other men, but that.
And I like that you got those quotes, man, because those are things you're gonna need when stuff get dark.
Yeah.
When they get dark, but the streets look lit. But you gotta go back, like, man, she do know my social security number.
It's actually pretty good.
She know what I want when she go to Pablo. She gonna pick me up something and bring it. I ain't got to say like she's just gonna pull up with it.
I ain't got to say nothing.
Cause these streets gonna be like, not only am I stopping, cash at me before I get over there to bring you what you want me to bring you. And also, do you want mustard and mayonnaise? You know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna have a drink with my hunger at the bar, so put a little something extra on. Dang, I just met you last week. Just bring the food. Just bring the food. Dang. It's so disrespectful, dog. They so different, dog. I'm over it. I mean, I've been over it. I'm out the streets.
Okay.
Okay, make sure I get that quote on there. I've been out the streets for a long time. Long time.
Yeah. I mean, we talk about the streets and we talk about what have you and all of that. But like I said, the streets are beautiful. But at the end of the day, what we, not necessarily us, or not necessarily us, what we or men will lust after, oftentimes we will not marry. What we find attractive, what we will double tap on, which I don't double.
I don't
But
tap
we'll double tap on.
I don't tap anything. I never tap.
Make sure they get there.
Yeah, that's my camera. I don't tap. Go ahead, KD. I'm with you.
With everybody else except for Rod.
I don't tap. If I tap him in a business suit. Yeah, you look official. You look professional. Go ahead, man.
Yo, that's the truth.
I do that.
Like if I right.
I
If
skip,
wanna
I skip the
something-
bikinis. I skip that. I scroll up.
No. You know what I hate? When you looking at a picture, right? And we gonna look at the picture, and then you see Ike Nice.
Ooh, Marcus Wiley.
Like this. Marcus T. Wiley like
Right there at the
this.
top.
I'd be like, wow.
And you know what's crazy?
It's the judgment for me.
No, but check, no.
But you know we do it.
But look.
But you know we do it.
But this is what makes it
Oh,
crazy.
so that's what he like.
But this is what's crazy. It's only 3 names up there. It's only 3 names. So when you up there, you are specially selected for, wow. Marcus Wiley, KD Moe, Ike Nice. Wow.
Yeah.
It's 3 names. It's y'all 3.
It's the people. It's the people that you follow, basically. Yeah. Oh, bro, that made me stop double tapping, bro. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that.
It's what she do in praise and worship. I'm gonna like it.
But KD, you were saying something. I'm sure I got something real good to say about this, about what we like or whatever.
What we like versus what we marry.
What we marry.
Right.
And I don't think it's that we don't like what we marry, because we definitely like what we
We
marry.
love it. We
Facts.
love it.
what we
We
marry.
love it. We love it a lot.
Facts.
But
Let's
I
be
do
clear.
think when you are trying to plan a future,
Talk it. Hey, man.
I
Take your
need
time. Take your time.
I need a little bit more than just how she looks.
Gonna BBL, huh? Yeah. Go a little bit more. Right.
I need a little bit more. What you got? Mike?
Absolutely. Like, yeah, it's like you have these desires of what you want,
Mm-hmm.
and then you have these things that what you need.
Yes.
And I always say, God didn't just give me what I wanted. He gave me what I needed.
What you needed.
Because at the end of the day, for me, it's like, it's some beautiful women in this world.
For sure.
And
they keep making them.
and they keep making, it's like they all were born on Instagram and social media, right?
Right.
Came out of nowhere.
Came out of nowhere, right?
Graduating every year.
But it's like, I have to ask myself sometime, when I'm traveling, I'm working,
Who can handle that?
she gonna take care of home.
Who gonna take?
She gonna
care
take care of
my
her.
house?
She gonna take care of the kids.
Yeah.
The house gonna be clean.
Yeah.
No, can she cook?
Yeah.
You know,
Can
it's all
she?
these things. Is she gonna pray over me? I ain't
Is
trying
she
to be
gonna
deep,
pray-
but
Yeah,
like,
no.
if
That's
I'm in a
big.
bind,
That's
will
big.
she pray over me? Will she cover me?
Can I trust her?
And can
I trust her?
Will
Can
she,
I trust
and will
her?
she fight for me? I'm not just talking about physically.
I
Yes.
mean physically, Marcus. If I get stolen on, do you got a left hook up in that belt? You feel me? Pull that left hook up out. I need to know.
Yeah, man. So that's important for me. So it's almost like even when in marriage we get frustrated. We have our times. I get on her nerves, she get on mine, and we have those moments. That's the saving grace. You know, 18 years for me and counting. It's been because I know I got somebody who got me, and that matters more than anything to me.
Katie, my family don't even mess with me.
Which
They
family?
mess with my family.
Okay, you're like
Talking about
siblings.
my family that I was born into.
Oh.
Yeah. Siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins. Everybody talk to my wife.
Because,
She run the whole show.
Come on, man.
Because what?
Because that's what I'm trying to
That's
tell you.
fact. He was at my house a few weeks ago. Him and his wife came down, hang out. They stayed at my house, and this man, mama, talked to his wife both days, and she had to talk to your mama.
Yeah.
Hey, mama, you good?
No.
I said, Mark. He said, my mama talked to Erica every day.
Every day. Hell, hey.
Oh God.
All right, so let's pivot here. Because, okay, first of all, how you feel about that?
I feel good.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do feel good about it. You know why? Because the two most important people in your life, bro,
Your wife
Get
and your
along.
mama.
Get
is your
along.
wife and your mama, and then your
Your
daughter.
daughter,
Yeah,
yeah,
your
right,
daughter,
right,
your
right,
daughter,
right,
yeah,
right,
'cause
right.
kind of
Right.
tripped a little bit. Your sons,
Yeah.
you love your
He'll
sons,
be
but
all right. Yeah.
You'll be all right.
I mean, yeah, when you
Figure it
get
out.
kids, but trust me, brother, you get a daughter, bro. That
changes
daughter is
everything.
gonna, man.
It changes everything.
You have never
first thing
been
you do is
punked
start repenting.
until you got a daughter.
God, please.
I can already
You have
see it.
never been humbled until you have a daughter, my brother. It's
Change everything.
Oh, it's different.
Soon as she pop out.
Oh, sons fill you up with pride.
Right.
You see him like, oh man, what can he do? He's gonna be able to do this. You want to make sure he's responsible. But your daughter, all you want to do is love her.
Yeah.
That's it.
All you want to
And
do is make sure
protect
she
her.
protect her.
Because you don't want to feel like she need nobody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody.
Yeah.
Because you know somebody felt like they needed you and you wasn't need worthy. I get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Facts.
We've been borrowed a few times apiece now. You know. Let you borrow my time for a couple days or so. You know, maybe a day. I don't know. I've been on borrowed time a couple times. I know. I admit that. So yeah, I can see that.
So here's a principle that I live by.
Mm-hmm.
When you want to get the best out of a person,
Mm-hmm.
always handle with kid gloves the thing that they are most passionate about.
Mm-hmm.
Whether they are truly proficient at it or whatever. If they love it, then you have to at least respect the love that they have for it.
Correct.
Even if it's not important to you.
Even if it's not important to
Oh,
you.
man.
Facts.
If her grandmother is important to you, to her,
Yeah.
hey, when Graham call,
Yeah.
hey, be on the phone a little extra.
A little
Hey,
extra.
Graham, how you
Yeah.
doing? Yeah.
Mhm.
Nothing. I'm just saying, yeah, she's sitting over here, but yeah,
Yeah.
Graham, you don't ever talk to me. I
Yeah.
want to talk too. I
Can you
like
put that in a text and send it to me, please. That right there.
Yo, that's important.
That is that quote.
And so, and I'm gonna say this for those. Where my camera? I'm gonna say this for those who are in relationships with men or women who have children that's not yours.
Mm.
Hey, you may not like that baby mama because she caused all this kind of drama. You don't like the baby father because he causes this kind of drama. What you do not need to do is transfer that to them kids, because if them kids mean a whole lot to that parent,
Mm-hmm.
hey man, you need to get your hips out of the way. You suck it up, deal with it.
Facts.
Because what the person is passionate about, you got to handle with kid gloves, because that will get you fired, even more so than you having a transgression against them. You hung up on my grandmama?
Yeah.
How can we be together?
Yeah. And that
In her face.
That's gonna take up residence.
Yeah.
5-10 years, but when y'all go to that counseling session or that hard conversation happens, it's gonna come out of nowhere like, you talking about something that happened in 1985?
Yeah.
That's my grandma.
Yeah.
And I know, that's my grandma, bro.
Yeah.
So you have to handle that. That's so good. Like handling the things that you care about or that they care about with kid gloves, because you just never know the impact. Like I had that experience with my mother-in-law. My wife and my mother-in-law were so close. She passed away in 2020. And I praise God, bro, that I loved my mother-in-law and I honored her, because, in-laws can be interesting.
Yeah.
Facts.
It's just a known fact. It's not nothing new. But I had a great relationship with her.
Yeah.
I mean, loved it when she came down and stayed. And, Ma, you don't got to leave now. You hang out.
Yeah.
My wife on the phone with her 2-3 hours. I don't bother her. So I realized how important that is now that mom is gone.
Yeah.
And so when my wife have those moments,
Yeah.
it's easy, watch this, for me to console her, and she know it's genuine based off how I treated her mom and how I value their relationship.
Yeah.
So it's like sometimes it may not mean anything to you in the moment,
Right.
but you never know what tomorrow's going to bring. So my wife can literally come to me and be like, I'm having a moment, and she knows I'm going to listen, because she knows that he respected my relationship with my mom, and he had his own relationship with my mom. And that means a lot to me. So you have to handle it with kid gloves.
It's good to hear men say that out loud, man, because my fiance is really close with her mom and her sisters. They video chat 3-4 times a week.
Yeah.
And so they family close. So if I come in the house off the road or whatever, she let me go ride. Just no, stay on the phone. Because my family not close like that.
Mine either.
We're not finna handle video chat.
Yeah.
We're not talking. So
Yeah.
I rush. All right, bro, I'm gonna hit you up. Boom. Because I don't talk to you like that.
Like,
So,
if I'm on the phone with somebody, I'm like, yo, I'm about to go in the house.
yeah.
But
done.
my wife, she has this ritual. She'll come home, she'll sit in the garage for 30, 40 minutes.
Talking to
Car
her
off,
mom.
just talk to her mom, talk to her sister, talk to her family, right? I don't bother her. I'm like, where your mom at? She ain't calling the phone? Oh, okay. It doesn't bother me, because my thing is I don't ever want to project what I didn't have on what you do have.
That part.
And that's me.
That's
I'm an
good,
only
bro.
child.
That's good.
Same.
Oh.
With my
Well,
mom.
my mama's side.
With my mom.
Yeah.
Because your dad and
Same.
Rod,
So-
y'all
Well,
got
what's
6
up,
days.
dog?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, we'll talk.
Well, yeah, we might have to see what's going
Hey,
on.
baby, your brother over there. You don't
All right,
know.
on God,
Yeah.
bro. Go ahead.
So I was used to like just, I ain't really affectionate. Like I wasn't. Like I wasn't like, because I didn't grow up like that. Like, I told you my dad, he show up, but it's not showing up like patting you on the back, good job and all that. It was just more like
Definitely know I love yous.
I love you. It's just showing up. Yeah, I took care of that for you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is love. I mean, because today they
love.
try to knock that type of love.
Thank you for saying that
Don't
too.
knock it.
Yeah.
It just, they could have done more. I mean, but people only do what they could, wouldn't they know what they know to do.
Facts.
So with my wife, when we first got married, she's from a big family. They do reunions.
Yeah.
Family reunion. I never go. Never. Hey, we got this reunion. I'll be hoping, I hope I have a show. I don't want to go.
Why?
Why is it? Just because I don't want to be somewhere this long and I got to just be here. I've never had a family reunion in my family. So now I'm about to go to my wife's family, and this ain't about the people because I don't even just know them. It's just,
right.
I'm just already like, it's not what I do, is what I'm saying.
Right.
You build that little wall. It's not what I do. But then finally, after years and years, because my wife, she be, arguing about this here, getting mad. So finally, I would start showing up to her family's thing.
What's your attitude like?
I have to fix it.
Okay.
Because I prepare myself.
Okay,
Like,
okay, good.
You get it together like I'm going in. Let me get. And at first it was tough, but now it's easy. Come, man, my wife's sisters, man, first of all, they love me. I can't do no wrong. I mean,
that's
I
what you
can't do
need
no
right
wrong.
there.
Even when we
That right there.
separated, they called me, bruh. We don't know what's up, but we just hoping things. It wasn't no. They away from me. They hitting me every day on some mama. Look, everybody, they cool with me. And then when I'm out of town and they in these cities, they come to these shows. They want. So I was like, I had to learn how to receive
What you didn't get.
what I didn't get.
That's good.
I had to learn how to receive it. Like,
You own something, dog.
oh, okay.
You own something, man.
Okay, because that's how they grew up like this, just
Yeah.
yeah. So now, man, it's good.
That's just a benefit of having a wife or a girl that's really connected to their families, because I'm the same way. I have two older sisters. I love them to death. But, we just different.
Yeah.
We don't talk like that.
Yeah,
We just recently, over the last few years, have a text thread.
Text thread.
And they text too much for me, so I don't respond.
Oh
half
my
the
gosh.
time.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't respond.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But it's like, but I know everybody's alive. I know everybody's good.
Yeah.
Right.
And so, but my wife's relationship, because we had this thing, when we first got married, it was a huge thing. They had family traditions.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving here together, Christmas here together.
Oh boy.
All that. So I was like, okay, hey,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
I want to start my own tradition.
I would.
I want to start my own tradition in my home.
Yeah.
So what we did was, and I was just like you, Mark, I promise.
Yeah.
She would go home for Thanksgiving. I wouldn't go.
That's
So
me.
if she went for Thanksgiving, we had Christmas here at home. If she went for Christmas, we did. She would. Yeah. So we would alternate it, and I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
But man, as you evolve and get older, and they get older,
Yep.
the parents get older, the grandparents get older, and you see the weight that it is on your wife. It's like, I don't want to leave my family out here without our thing.
Exactly.
But the chances are, if God just let things
Right,
go
right,
the way they go,
Right.
they'll probably be gone before they will. So I want to get as much time, and I never hindered her.
Yep.
So it's I think you fast forward, it was a benefit for me, and because she has peace.
Yeah.
And happy wife, happy life. So I don't fight it.
See, I was like Mark. See, like, my wife's family. My wife's mom is Costa Rican. Don't start. My wife's mom is Costa Rican, and her dad straight up Harlem. Right?
Where's
Hold
my
on.
camera?
Stop, sir. Stop. Don't start, man. Don't start.
Mom. Dad. But mom.
Wow, just go flirt with that man, mama on camera.
wife- flirting?
My wife's
I'm not
mom is 62, and she looks 38.
Oh, she's
Wow.
dope, man.
On God, like, I don't know
Yeah.
what kind of juice she drink.
Hey, bro, Dad look young too.
Dad look young.
Yeah.
Dad was a hooper, so he still look
okay.
young.
So,
I
yeah.
went shot some ball with him, and we beat some dudes. I thought I proved myself.
Yeah.
Then the dudes wanted a rematch. I'm like, he's 65, so there's no way he want to run it back. Because my toes were bleeding. I had the wrong shoes on.
Look,
I had the wrong shoes
It was
on.
bleeding for real.
My toes are actually bleeding. But when I was like, my first time playing ball with him, we in Queens.
Yeah.
I'm like, we going to 12. I scored a 4-6. I'm on him. I'm like, bet. We bust him down. Dude like, man, run it back. Bitch, I will run it back. I'm already unlacing my shoes. I'm like, I know he ready to go. But Dad, no problem. Let's do it.
Oh my God.
run it back. My toes are bleeding across the knuckle part of the toe. I don't even know if it's called a knuckle on the toe, but the knuckle part is cut open.
Cut open.
3 of them bleeding. But anyway, like when I came in, like they had all these traditions, man. Like every time I go to New York, they throw a party. Like literally, it don't matter if it's a holiday or a regular day. Like that's what they're gonna do. So when I seen that in like while we were in courtship, I was like, yo, I like that they do that because my family ain't like that.
Yeah.
We come to meet you to see what you look like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we one of them families. You know what I'm saying? Oh,
And then they ain't gonna compliment if you got something dope.
Oh, you got something dope, ain't gonna say nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, she thinks she all that.
Yeah, she thinks all
You know, they want them kind of family. You know what I'm saying? So I see her family. I'm like, yo, man, like that's really, really dope. So now it's like, all right, cool. So we'll do Thanksgiving at our house. And that way my mom can come up and visit. And then we can start our tradition on whatever opposite holiday that we're doing with your family.
Yeah.
Because I want you to still have your thing consistently.
Dope.
And I went hype because I'm like, I'm looking forward because they kick it. Like, you know how you at a party and then it die down and you think people finna go?
Yeah.
Her family do that. It die down, they go outside, but then they come back in. Because they got a second win.
Yeah.
So if you like, what? You think it's finna,
Like the
okay,
daddy
go,
did on
I
the
can put my
basketball
pajamas
court.
on. They like, nah, I went outside, smoke a cigarette. I'm back. Let's do it.
Yeah.
They ready for round 2. Like, they party like 4 a.m., bro. These are 50 and 60 and 70 year olds.
That's
Sounds
what I need to go
amazing,
to.
though. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
Bro, I be hurting. I be over there drinking Celsius. I'm hurt. Like, yo, I went downstairs. I say, my wife be like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I needed a second. Because I don't party this late no more. Bro, if I don't have a show, bro, I'm asleep by 10.
Sleep. Yeah.
Quick.
Me too.
Quick,
Y'all
10:30?
old.
Yeah.
For what?
I'm out of there.
You mark 9:30 though.
Yeah,
Bro, I be hurting,
I
bro.
lay
You be
down.
in bed?
If
Oh,
if I lie down,
It's a wrap. Horizontal, boy, it's the place.
it's over.
I'm still a
over
night
with.
out. Katie up late because you
Katie
working.
like to be up late, man.
I don't like to be up late. I just be up late.
That's why your voice never recovers. That's why you talk so deep. Because you don't know what 8 hours look like.
He took your gift and made it trash. That's what he did.
Took your gift and made it trash.
Took your gift and made it trash.
All right.
That's why you sound like that. Got it.
I'm gonna pivot here a little bit because when we talk about protecting what's most important to us, I heard in a week 2 women said the same thing to me. They said, I didn't know that men had emotions, like for real.
Oh man, come on.
What?
Said, I
Me and
did
they-
not know
What me and they know.
that men
What man they talking about?
had emotions for real.
Yeah.
I'm in my feelings now.
I can break down why.
Talk to me, because I got some thoughts about
All
it.
3 of y'all, just say it out loud. Name me a movie where you seen a man getting cheated on by his wife. Name a movie where you see a man getting dumped, getting left at the prom, not having a prom date. Name a TV show where the man is just hurt
The
and going
only,
through something.
bro, the only one.
I got a
One,
movie.
I know it. I know what you're finna say. Go ahead.
What I'm gonna say?
Nah, go ahead.
I got it.
The only one was the Last American Virgin.
Oh, I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one.
I was about to say Unforgiven.
I was gonna say Temptation, the Tyler Perry movie.
Oh.
Well, we just named 3
yeah,
movies.
You named 3, okay? But all them, some Temptation recent that just came out.
Yeah.
All the movies is us hurting them,
Hmm.
us cheating on them,
Oh,
us starting another family.
Yeah.
But they don't realize it's men going through that same stuff.
Hmm.
Where they wife is like, I'm out. I fell in love with the postman.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be with my ex-boyfriend, my high school sweetheart. I'm still thinking about him. I done went through a phone and she got a whole nother dude. Like, this is happening to me all the time. But guess what? We also don't talk to each other about it.
Yeah.
Because we're embarrassed.
Well, the
Yeah.
thing too is, I'm not gonna lie. Going back to masculinity,
Mhm.
that was like a form of if we something bad happened to us or we get cheated on, girl don't want us, we kind of been programmed a little to be like, all right, even though
It's
I'm
broken.
broken.
broken, but just being a man, being masculine, whatever, I'm good. And we've learned to mask it and harden,
Bruh.
harden up.
Who can you
Facts.
talk to?
And I think the thing that the challenge is that we protect our emotions because we protect our heart.
Yeah, that's what the Bible said. It says,
You say guard your heart,
guard your heart.
for out of it flow the
Mhm.
issues of life.
Mhm.
So, but we protect our heart and we respond differently to stuff because, so let's say for instance, a woman would say like you say, hey man, that really hurt my feelings. So she got several ways she can respond. If she says, oh wow, my bad, I didn't mean that, but she won. She just won. She just won. She won you. She won. If she says, dang, that hurt your feelings?
Ooh, broken.
No, it didn't.
I'm good.
It actually
You know what?
didn't.
I'm good.
Yep, I'm good.
I
Nope.
was joking.
I didn't.
Operation Shutdown begins.
That's it.
Okay, so that's where I'm going. when men shut down, it's not because
We want to.
we want to shut down.
Yeah.
We shutting down because to express. I think we just as emotional as anybody.
Yeah.
Probably more so. Quite frankly, we just don't express it. But I think that when we talk about our emotions, we shut down because I cannot be in a place where I'm hurt like that, especially when the weight of everything else is on my back.
Yeah.
I got to pay bills.
Yeah, man.
I can't be sitting in nowhere crying,
Yeah.
wiping tears.
Yeah.
For what?
And you get one strike.
Oh
I
yeah.
can tell you hurt my feelings one time.
Yeah.
If you even do a little smirk, you ever told your wife something? She had that little. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, no, don't worry about it. I'm
Yeah.
good. What are you talking about? It's over. That was your strike. That was my
Ain't
moment.
nothing
I
to
wanted to
talk
talk. Apparently, you don't want to talk.
Yeah.
It's all good.
And then when we talk, they can't always handle our truth.
Mm-mm.
Because if I tell you, the women say, "Oh, I can," until they can't. Because at the end of the day, the things that me and Marcus, me and KD, me and Rod can talk about as dudes, as brothers, I don't know if they can handle it. Now there are some breeds. This is not an
Yeah.
absolute.
Yeah.
There are some breeds of women
Yeah.
who, and when you find a woman like that, or even if you're not in a relationship with, when you come across a woman that's cool,
Mm-hmm.
that you can have that conversation with, it's like, oh, you different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's very, 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 very rare. And so for me, it's like when I want to have that conversation, the first thing I do is, okay, it's gonna turn to something else that she can't handle. And when I'm done, as a man, I'm done. Ain't no lingering. I'm through with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I can have a conversation with y'all. We talk about it. When we done, we done.
Mm-hmm.
But with a woman, there's
Facts.
there's
Yeah.
debris. There's
Yeah.
an aftermath. It's gonna
Yeah.
come back up tomorrow. It's gonna come back up later.
Residue.
Yeah, it's like something that didn't register in the moment. It's gonna register 5 hours later. I'm like,
Yeah.
you still on that? Like, so Operation Shutdown for me has always been like, I can't trust that they can handle what I need to say, so I won't say it.
It's pretty good.
I've
think
been
that's the
married.
average,
It'll be
man.
25 years in August if the Lord say the same.
He said the same.
He said it.
And
said it, sir.
I'm glad y'all talking to him.
Because you not.
Stop right here. Hello.
And I have definitely had to use wisdom, with conversation.
That's good.
It's just period. It's not I'm trying to withhold, keep stuff away from me. I got secrets and I'm lying. But you definitely got to use operating wisdom with a whole lot of stuff. Some things I've learned. It's just better, be oblivious to what you saying. I don't know who you talking about.
Yeah.
Period.
Mm.
And just kind of be through with it. My wife said something. This is what I wanted to say. My wife said something to me. This really hurt my feelings. This was years ago.
Okay.
So this hurt me. We was arguing, and that girl looked at me and said, "Marcus, you don't do nothing around here but pay bills."
Ooh. Well, she kicked you in both of them at the same time.
Both of them. Listen to me.
Whoa. You don't do
said-
nothing. See,
Listen.
that's when you start
Are you with me?
hermeneutically
Are you with me?
exegeting the sentence.
Say,
Can I get
you-
a selfie,
she said,
please?
"You don't." She said, "You don't do
Oh, my chest.
nothing
Yeah.
around here
Yeah.
but pay bills."
Oh, yeah.
So that's nothing.
So that's nothing. And so I was just looking at it now. I was just like, wow, because because she gonna need some money. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Oh, please don't return the favor.
no, I'm just saying she gonna need some money. I mean, and this was like I said, we was young. I mean, we are, and we saying probably shooting each other out type of ways that we shouldn't shoot. So I'm not poo-pooing her.
Sure.
I'm just saying what had hurt me.
Sure.
Because you got to remember, as our previous topic, paying the bills is everything.
There you
So
go.
you-
That's a love
Yeah,
language for you.
pop-
So
you
that's what I'm
popping
saying.
collars
She didn't
off of
handle
that.
that with
It's-
kid
it's-
gloves.
it's-
Yeah.
it's-
And your worth
everything to
is
me.
tied to the fact that, I'm doing my job.
I'm doing my job.
Yep.
And you not telling me that the job that I'm doing.
That's your love language.
Yeah, it is.
Is it
That's what I'm
ever
saying.
enough? I know that's a question that women get a lot. Women ask themselves, women say, nothing I do is enough. And I think when they say that, I think a lot of times it's relevant. I think a lot of times they have two legs to stand on. But nobody asks that question when it comes to a man. It's almost like we do when you have a good man who pays his bills, who comes home at night,
Yeah, I come
he-
home
you
at
know,
night. I come
not
home at night.
perfect,
Every night. Every night.
not
every night.
perfect, but you do what a man was created to do, whether it's from the Bible
Yeah.
or whether it's just in life. You're a good dude. You know, have some issues, but good
Oh,
dude.
yeah. Not perfect, but a good dude.
But when a woman say something like that to you,
Ooh.
and then they assume that you don't have feelings, like it's funny you said that.
Yeah.
My wife said something to me. This was a long time ago.
Yeah.
We would have, we were out, we would
I got
take
something too. If we trade stories, I got something for you.
So we were on a road trip one time with some friends,
Yeah.
and we were talking about relationships. And the question came up, woof. The question came up, if you knew then what you know now,
Oh no!
would you have married him?
No.
There's no right
And
answer.
she did not hesitate and said no. And I was like,
Yeah, because y'all having fun.
well, hell.
We can turn around right now.
I was like, yo, you just gonna say, like,
Yeah.
you didn't take a beat. Right. That thing broke me because it's like,
Yeah. It's crushing.
it made me feel like, okay, we should have shacked.
Yeah.
We should have lived together so you could have known. And then we probably wouldn't have got married. But the fact that we tried to do it God's way, and then you're going to tell me, if I knew then what I know now we got, again, that was probably like year 4 for us.
I know.
We 18 in now. But I'm telling you, boy, that thing, and I didn't say anything on it because my pride was like, oh, yeah, I'm straight. Hey, I wouldn't have married you either.
Right.
On the inside, I'm like, I'm broken.
Yes, sir.
And it was years, it was probably like a year or 2 later.
Yeah.
It came out, bro.
Yeah.
I said, you killed me when you said that. And she was like, why ain't mean like that? You meant it like that.
Yeah.
And same thing, my wife, we had that same talk later, you know, because that thing stuck with me.
How much later?
Probably about a couple months later.
Okay, so at least it wasn't. Okay, at least
I
a
wouldn't
couple
have been a
months
year.
later.
My
so
pride was, it was a year for me,
it's about
at least.
a couple of months later.
For me, it was more than that.
Uh-oh.
It was more than that. It's crazy, but go ahead. What you have one?
I can't think. I'm getting married April the 4th.
Yeah, so don't you say nothing
hear all
right
this
now.
stuff.
Yeah,
Everything's
please.
great.
You gotta
Everything's,
find me a
everything's
nigga
awesome.
before you can
Don't
say
get
anything.
ready.
Quiet.
Everything's awesome.
I will say this. Sometimes we say stuff in our immaturity or we hear stuff in our immaturity and in their immaturity that we take into our maturity, but we never refresh our perspective about what was said. I used to have these dreams, nightmares about a particular individual. And in the nightmare, I always was looking up at him, But then I realized I'm 6'4". He's 5'8". Why am I still dreaming about him and I'm looking up at him? It's because my mind was still locked into the wound that happened at that time of my life. So I think sometimes with us, man, we will end up hearing stuff that wounded us. I'll never forget. I don't want to talk about this. I really in my soul.
That man about to cry.
Your nose starts sweating. I'm like,
I don't really
Go
want
ahead,
to talk about
Katie.
this.
Say it, man.
Let it out.
Yeah. So she said, so I got real, philosophical with it. I said, when you're thinking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, need to not be hungry, need to not, feel to be wet, need to not be afraid.
Wet.
Yeah, wet. Like you're cold and wet, you're just uncomfortable.
It took a turn.
Yeah,
Katie,
you
I'm not
talking to
gonna lie.
bros. So you
I'm
gotta
trying my best really to try to pivot away from that, but I see.
was hoping I wasn't the only one that felt
Yeah,
that.
it
I'm
took
like,
a
hold on.
turn. I saw Ike flinch, and then I was like, I was like, he gonna clean it up.
I didn't read that book.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Man,
And
that man in the desert.
And so I said not to be afraid, and what have you. And I said, but I do those. Do you not receive those? Because when we talk about what I don't do, let's talk about what I do. What I do is provide something that you need, and I know you need it. Man, that baby opened her mouth, looked me in my ocular devices.
Ooh, the ocular.
Come on,
Say
ocular.
She
You're
connected,
furious.
Doc.
You're
And she
furious.
said to me, but I have been hungry. But I have been scared. But I have been. And she gave this lyric. I got so salty.
Oh man, you swole.
Because I'm like, of all the things that I know I don't do, one, my pride has always been I've been a great provider.
Yeah.
Oh, I do that well. And you, I don't remember a time
Yeah.
you was hungry,
Yeah.
Yeah.
hungry,
Yeah.
scared.
Yeah.
Wow. But she wasn't talking about physical hunger.
Yeah.
But that's what I was talking about.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And she didn't make it clear.
Well, women have the ability
I
to
held
change
on
the
to what
narrative.
I held on to exactly. No, that's what you meant. That's what you meant. And
Yeah.
from that point on,
Mhm.
I said, oh, okay. I took my heart Open this back up. Put it right back up here.
Yeah.
Lock this up. Yeah, we good.
Walked around tight.
Walked around tight.
Yeah.
When all it took was context. Has she had answered that with context? There are times I have been hungry, not physically hungry, but XYZ 1, 2, 3. It would have changed the whole.
Oh, she tried to say it at the time.
No. I'm saying no.
You said what you said.
No, there's a difference. There's a difference between looking you in your eyes and saying, "But I have been hungry, and I have been scared."
That is different. Yeah.
And then you pause, and you let a beat go.
A gasp.
Yeah, and then try to come back. No, because I've already married myself to what you said.
Yeah.
Had you had said it like, there are times I've been hungry, not physical hunger.
And she took that beat.
That conversation has to flow.
She took that beat.
She took that
You
beat.
can't take.
I said, no. I said, no.
A beat is a period.
I said, wait. Let me be clear. So you have been hungry. That's not what I'm saying. That's what you said. You said your stomach was rumbling.
Because you should have said, I have been hungry, comma.
Come on. Come with it.
You said I have been hungry, period.
It was the end of the sentence.
No. Yeah.
We all been there. Okay, it was a wife, girlfriend.
Let me just say this as a
You know what
married
you
man.
said.
I have said way worse things about my wife than she ever said to me.
Oh.
But this is
Look at
boss talk from both
Yeah,
men.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I mean, yeah, right. We tell them from our perspective.
Yeah.
If you want to hear the wise perspective,
they had him on
have
the
them
show.
on the
that's a
show.
whole
Yeah, I'm
lot
not
of
to tell people
situation
I'm on
right there,
stage. Hey, I'm telling it's
Well,
from
then
my
let me take that back.
It's from
She
my
said
lens.
it.
But let's be realistic, man. Every woman has a jab in her pocket waiting on you at all times.
At all times.
And they gonna drop it on you at the weird times. Like she knew she jabbed you.
Yeah.
Every time we've been jabbed, it was purpose.
Shanked it.
But they don't know how we gonna respond to it.
Yeah.
Now, see, when we respond with some energy, then it's like, oh, actually, I meant what. Say what you meant.
Was that what you meant?
So, like, what I do with my fiance now, I'm like, look, say what you mean, exactly what you mean, because I'm gonna take whatever you say at surface value.
Yeah.
You cannot unpaint this picture.
Yeah.
You have thrown paint on the wall. It's red. I see it.
Yeah.
You can't tell me nothing else. That paint on that wall right there.
Yep.
That's
That's
red.
fact.
You said it.
Yeah.
So say it like you mean it. Because when I say to you, I'm saying what I mean.
Say what you
'Cause the
mean.
stuff I
Mean
feel
what you say.
The things that I'm cautious about, I keep them in.
Mhm.
I think it through. So I'm good about taking my time. Like even with men, like we having an argument, I'm not gonna just jab you because of my emotion. Let me think through what I'm saying. Because when I say this is how I mean it.
Yeah.
Whether we mad or not.
Yeah.
So if we was calm, we'd be having the same exact conversation.
Mm.
And I pride myself with that. I tell people, man, stop running with emotion, man. People get emotion, man. This, and I hate this about you. You can't take this stuff back, bro.
Yeah.
You can't apologize, dap me up, and then change our dynamic.
Yeah.
Say what you mean.
You said it. We were talking the other day, and you talked about how sometimes close friends don't exercise that muscle of being able to disagree, but then come back.
Absolutely.
Because y'all been cool for so long. So when you something actually happens and you fall out, you can't really rebound sometimes.
Yeah.
You just fall all the way out.
Yeah, because that's a muscle that hasn't been used. So when you're dealing with friends, like me and Marcus are a different dynamic. You and I are a different dynamic. What happens is because we have a real friendship. When I mean real friendship, I mean we don't spare feelings.
Right.
We say what we mean.
Right.
We mean we say you don't really care how I feel.
Oh, you be disrespectful as a mug. Yeah, you be super disrespectful and loud. Disrespectful and loud. KD.
And loud.
But it's reciprocated and it's been like that for years. So what happens is when you have a friendship like that, it's easier to disagree.
Yeah.
But when you have a friendship where it's based off fun, funny, good
Hanging
things,
out, having good
hanging out,
times.
good. Everything about that friend is just amazing, right?
Yeah.
When you hit that hard space,
Yeah.
you don't know how to go to that person because the first thing you start doing is start dissecting. How do I say this? And what's going to happen? And what's the ramifications if I say it?
Yeah.
So what happens is you end up not saying it, they end up not saying it, and the friendship ends up growing apart. When the truth of the matter is, I believe that real friendship is never built off fun.
No.
It's always built off adversity. Anybody that I can have a heart, that's marriage.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if my wife walked away from me based off some of the dumb things I've said or some of the dumb things we've gone through, I would question, was it real?
Yeah.
It's
It's worse. Worse is here now. You talking about for better or for worse? Well, worse is here now.
Yeah.
So you about to dip?
Yeah.
You know
and
what
I
I'm
feel
saying?
like that, but I feel like that about friends. Like if Marcus
for
comes
sure.
to me and says to me, yo, Ike, somebody said that.
Right.
I'm like, so Mark,
What did you say?
no. That ain't my first question.
Okay.
My first question is, who said it?
Who said it? Okay.
Because if you my friend
That's him.
and you really
Mhm.
about cleaning the slate,
Mhm.
you ain't saving nobody else.
Nah.
I'm like this.
But I'm gonna stop it at
KD
the
just
door,
called me and said you said this.
KD just
Marcus gonna say, get KD on the phone.
Get KD on the phone.
We all three gonna be on the phone, and somebody gonna end up lying.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is that's how you deal conflict. Because if I love you enough, I'm not gonna save KD.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell KD, now you know I'm gonna call Marcus.
Yeah. But also,
But that's the understanding, and being in a relationship with you, that's the understanding.
Yes.
Like I can never talk about those that is closest to you and say, don't tell nobody.
yeah.
No, I can't. I'm not. We don't do that.
Oh yeah,
We'll
yeah,
do
not
that.
with him.
No,
Mm-mm.
no.
But I think like me and Ike, we've been friends, but when we was on this tour in 2015, we got closer. When we got closer, now we share things about each other, some stuff that we may didn't even know.
Sure.
And now that opened it up for, oh, you wrong. That's
Facts.
your fault. Without a hit, I don't care how you gonna take it. Get mad, jump off the tour bus. I mean, you wrong.
But you know what? That level of
And I receive it.
access
And then receive it. We could be mad.
has to be that you got to give permission to a person to give you that level of access.
Yeah.
I can't
And
give
so
you
you-
my scars until I see. I'm not gonna show you my scars until I see yours.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's
Yep.
the access. It's like
Yep.
I trust you. I can have a conversation with KD about something, and he may completely disagree.
Sure.
But I know that it's a safe space for me to have it. And one thing I know about him, he's gonna process it.
Yeah.
Because I believe this. Rod, you can tell me something, right? I don't have to agree with you. I can totally disagree with you. But when I leave that conversation, I'm gonna process it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, is there any truth to what
Where's
he
the
said?
truth to it?
Yeah. Is there?
Yeah.
Am I guilty of this? So when Mark and I opened that door and we gave each other that access, as a man, it's something that number one I never had with other men. It was all probably 5 men in my life I had that with, where I can literally be like, you know where all the bodies are.
Right.
You know where the scars are.
Right.
You know my upbringing with my mom.
Everything.
My father wasn't there. I struggled with being an absentee father, going through the. No, you knew my whole story. So now that you have access, I can't get mad when you call me to the carpet.
Right.
Facts.
The problem is
Facts.
most men either don't have it or won't put themselves in position to have it.
Yeah.
And that's where we struggle as men. It's like, who do you have in your life? I would ask, is this my camera? Is this mine? I've never had my own camera.
Get your camera down.
Is that my camera? Who do you have in your life that you trust enough
Yeah.
to give them that access?
Yeah.
Like full, backstage,
Everything.
the whole nine.
Trust with the secrets.
Not the part that you want them to see so that you can help them not jump off the cliff.
Yeah,
but
the ugly parts.
Yeah, the ugly parts. And I have a village now
Yeah.
of brothers that I can be like, yo, and they'll tell me like what I don't want to hear, because you have to be careful what you pray for. I prayed this prayer. Don't put nobody in my life that tells me what I want to hear. I need people in my life to tell me what I need to hear. Because I think that's a balance between truth and humility.
Yeah, Darius said, man, he said that when he.
It's my pastor.
Yeah.
Darius Daniels.
Yes, it's my pastor.
Dr. Darius
It's
Daniels.
my
Put some
pastor.
respect on his name.
Yeah.
What you saying?
In addition to, his little takeover spirit. KD
Both
Bo
y'all.
Show. It's my pastor.
Your space.
So, but he said that with his mentor, the person that he allows to basically check him, his wife got access to.
All right. Ooh,
Yeah.
that
His
was so
wife-
good when he said that.
Wasn't it crazy? So his wife, so his wife has the ability to call R.A. Vernon and say, hey, your boy tripping. What's up? And he can't get mad, can't say nothing, because they together decided that this is the person that we're going to listen to, and this is the person that's going to be able to help us get to where we want to be.
You're going to get this time. And it's a good time. But if you want a rematch, I'm still get a sandwich.
Now,
That's it. You're going to get this movie.
I agree with that to a certain extent. I'm gonna be one and done,
Bruh.
but that's based on you.
That,
Now, if you take it, if you willing to go to the mountaintop and you bring that out of me,
For real?
I'll show up. But if you cool, then I'm cool.
bruh.
I ain't gonna press the issue.
I'm cool most of the time. You feel me?
Listen,
Yeah.
listen.
No, 30 to 45?
Oh no.
30 to 45 minutes?
I'm cool. Bro, I got stamina. I'm telling you. I'm not repeating
Boy,
that,
you
bro.
must be great. 30 to 45
No,
minutes?
no.
Flex for me.
Who would you say?
What? It's the flex for me. Wow.
30
Yeah,
to 45
keep-
minutes?
yeah.
Are you
But
saying,
you know what?
You're saying 30, 45 minutes too?
No, I'll say longer.
Okay, cool. 2 hours. Got you. My bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, that's what
Okay.
I'm trying to take. So
Easy.
Where's my camera?
And I
Let
ain't
me
even-
off.
Okay, first of all, I want to say something too. I want to say something.
Katie,
I
go.
want you to finish what you're saying because I'm going to say something next.
What I'm saying is, that's not a base. This is based off what you bring it to the table.
But you bring it to me. Yeah,
If you bringing basic cable and you don't got no premium channels,
Where my camera? Where my camera?
then you go get basic.
I don't care.
But if you got Showtime, HBO, where you
Hey.
can get a couple pay-per-views,
You can have MGM Theater Studios in there. Let me say something to you real quick. No organ was designed
Talk to him.
have no 2 hours
Talk
of
to him.
pounding simultaneously.
Talk
It just
to
don't
him.
work like now.
Talk
If we're
to
gonna
him.
do foreplay, if we're gonna
Come
talk
on.
about a little this, little that,
Come on.
little rubbing, and a little,
Come on.
something.
Come on.
Okay, well, cool. We can go for hours and hours. Mooney, what's
I
the girl
can
name?
go
But
for
have
hours.
you-
Yeah,
Marcus,
yeah.
stop trying to sing.
Have
I
you
just
ever
felt- I
used that?
felt-
Katie Bow Show for sure.